Hey everyone, after many months of waiting, they're finally here. You are looking at the Batman Arkham Asylum Series 1 figures from DC Direct. Series 1 includes Batman, the Joker with Scarface, Harley Quinn, and the Scarecrow. These just came out last week on February 23rd. They originally had a release date of January, but it's no big deal to me, just because they're sitting right here in front of me now, and they're simply awesome. Once again, like the previous figures I've gotten, these are for urbancollector.com. It seems they've been getting their figures before everybody else, so that's why I decided to go with them. These ran for $59.99. I'm barely starting to see a lot of online stores getting these in. I don't know if they'll have them places like Toys R Us or places at the mall you can get toys. I mean, I haven't checked or anything, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find these at your local comic book shops. For anyone who remembers, I did a review for the 2010 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Battle Damage Batman last summer. And here it is just for comparison next to the other figures. I actually wasn't sure if I'd be opening up any of the Series 1 figures today, but I've made up my mind. And I'll get to that here in a bit. I will keep this one though in the case just because it's an exclusive. I wouldn't blame anybody if they didn't want to open up any of the figures just because of the nice casing each of them have. As you can see right here, as with the exclusive one from San Diego Comic-Con last year, you know, the casing resembles, you know, the Batman cowl. You can see just the ears right here and the top of the head. Just turning to the back of this casing right here, it's just a picture of all the Series 1 figures. The top, it says based on one of the top superhero games of all time, and I strongly agree with that because Arkham Asylum was a very awesome game, and I can't wait for Arkham City. But enough of this though, it's time to open these up and put them on display. So these ended up a lot easier to open than I anticipated. I'm always a little bit scared that I'm going to cut myself like I have with this type of plastic, but the trick to this is just to cut it from the bottom. I left this one still in the package just so you can see. And pretty much it rips from the side right here. As you can see, the little dotted line. It's very, very simple. And then you can just pull the figure out. And ta-da! So let's go ahead and get started here with Batman. One thing to note is his suit is not black and gray like many people want to believe. In the game it's actually a navy blue color, such as this. I just have it under some good lighting right now. And that's the reason it's going to look a little bit lighter than a navy blue. But, I mean, the suit is navy blue and gray. The only thing black on this is cape, which is actually a little bit longer than the feet here, as you can see. So if you're going to put it on display, just make sure to be careful that it doesn't fall over or anything. The one thing you can do to combat that is to just simply put it on the little display stand it comes with. There's nothing too special about it. It doesn't come with a little logo or anything, but I mean, it just goes on pretty simple and you're set. You don't have to worry about it falling over. I do like the articulation in this. I mean, it's pretty solid. You don't have to worry about the joints getting loose over time or anything. He does come with a batarang. So you can see you can move his head as well. I mean, you can't really raise his arms completely all the way up, which is fine, I mean, but it's still a very awesome figure. I did notice when I was comparing him to the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive from last year that that suit seemed a little bit more shinier. I don't know if you'll be able to tell in this video or not because it's in a case, and once again with the lighting it'll be a little bit tough to tell, but this one seems more like a solid matte finish, whereas, you know, the exclusive seems a little bit more glossy. But I just wanted to mention that before I move on to the next figures. Next up we have Joker here. So you can see how awesome this figure looks. Once again, he comes with a simple display stand, just like Batman. I mean, all of them do. I mean, he's got articulation in his legs, and he actually has articulation right there at his ankles. They go left and right, so there's a lot you can really do to pose him. He's got him in the arms, pretty much at every joint that you can think of. You can see he can turn his head as well. One thing, he does come with a little Scarface toy right here. I was having a little bit of trouble placing him in his hand once I took him out of the casing, but all you have to really do is just stick his thumb in there. So you can see the little area here. once you do that, I mean, he should sit well into his hand. You can move his arm around. So it might take you a little bit, just because I don't want to break my figure or anything. And also you can see little details like his little chain right there. But, I mean, that's pretty much it. Very cool looking figure. Next up we have Harley Quinn here. As you can see, she comes with the same amount of detail as the previous Joker and Batman figures I just reviewed right now. About the same amount of articulation, so there's a lot of details, and this is going to be a little bit hard to see right here, but on her little name badge right there, it actually says Arkham Asylum Warden. It's got a little picture of the Warden, so it's nice that they put the little details like that into this figure. She's got articulation in the legs as well, except she doesn't have it in the ankles, of course. As you can see, she comes with a basic stand, just like the Joker and Batman figure. It's a very solid figure. You can even see the little details on her string pantyhose right there, so it's nice that they included details like that. I did notice on this figure that her skirt does kind of go up and down, just like that. I don't know if that's how all the figures are, but it's just one thing I just wanted to mention, as you can see. And yes, she doesn't even have black pantyhose, because I know there's going to be a few people who are going to ask and look straight for that. I'm sure there's going to be some kids, if they have this at Toys R Us, they're going to be very happy with that, but anyways, it's a very awesome figure, as you can see. And last but not least, we have the Scarecrow here. This is actually one of the figures I was most excited about for in Series 1. As you can see, just the details on this one are amazing. I did notice this one's a little bit harder to stand just because of the way his feet are. I mean, if you try to place them both flat, you just kind of have to work with it, maybe hunch him over a little bit so that way, you know, it's well balanced. But it seems like kind of got it right there. But you can also place him like just like that with his one foot kind of hanging. One thing over the last few months I did notice here, I'll go ahead and turn on the screen in the back, is I didn't know if they were actually going to go ahead and put like needles attached to him. As you can see, like in the picture right here on my desktop that I have open, it doesn't look like the needles are there, but they're definitely here on this figure, so I'm actually glad they included that. He does come with like a little sandbag. I guess it has a fear toxin of his. You can place that any which way. Once again, I'm going to be careful. I don't want to like break any little fingers or anything, even though this figure's pretty solid. It doesn't seem too delicate or anything, but you can just place it in his hand just like that. Like I mentioned earlier about his, you know, placing him, I mean, once again, I have him on the stand, but if you notice this time, one foot does hang off, so you just have to, you know, come up with something. And as you can see, it was very simple to display all these figures. Very cool. So I just wanted to give everybody a little preview of what's coming up next. In May we'll be getting Series 2. All credits go to cooltoyreview.com. I just wanted to show a few of their pictures here and just to give everybody an idea of, you know, what's next. As you can see right there, there's a armored suit Batman, so that'll be in Series 2 alongside Victor Zsasz right there. There's Poison Ivy. And then we're everybody's favorite Bane. So this one, I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of the most anticipated figures. I can imagine just the case on this one when this one's released in May. And more exciting news is how, you know, Tom Hardy's going to be playing this character in The Dark Knight Rises next year. So, and a lot of people are saying that he may just, you know, buff up to the way he did, you know, in the movie Bronson a couple of years back. But it's Christopher Nolan's movie, and who knows, maybe we'll end up getting a character that looks something similar to this, you know, for the movie. I mean, he's going all out. I mean, this is the last movie he's doing, so, I mean, you never know. And that's one thing I love about his movies, is expect the unexpected. And one thing I did notice on their website is we actually got a first glimpse of Arkham City figures from DC Direct. I know Mattel's releasing their own version later this year, and, you know, those figures don't look as good. Those look equivalent to, you know, the Movie Masters ones that came out when The Dark Knight came out a couple of years back. But here's a first look at, you know, Harley Quinn for an Arkham City. Pretty excited about that. I mean, there's no release date for these yet. I mean, it'll probably end up being next year, but just wanted to give everybody a brief glimpse. Just a couple of things to mention before I go. I just I forgot to, show the little background that comes in the case, because it's actually a little booklet, if you can see right here. Here's the black and white Batman statue. I have seen this at Lone Star Comics here in town, and it stands about the same height as these figures. I just didn't want to spend $60 for it at the time, and maybe someday I'll get it, and if I do, I'll review it. But it's actually really neat when you see it in person. I was very tempted to buy it, and on the second page here, it's just showing you the Series 2 action figures, which I just finished covering right before this. So I just wanted to mention that. And another thing I forgot to mention is, Harley Quinn does come with like a little cane here, if you can see. But I just went ahead and placed it in her hand. And I did put them here in my Detolf display case. I gave them the third shelf, so that way when Series 2 is released in May, then they'll just go right alongside those. And whenever they release Arkham City figures, in the near future, same thing. And just wanted to do a little size comparison to like the Movie Masters ones from Mattel. This one came out like last year or so. There's a little Two-Face figure. As you can see, just the difference in size. Of course I highly recommend these. I always do with any figures that I review, and just want to share them with everybody here. So thanks again everybody for watching, and I guess I'll see you next time.